Hello again, friends! And you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 200! Hard to believe that they have let me keep going to the point that we're now up to number 200. We have quite the extravaganza here playing for you today. Hello to Mark and Mary. Mary, it's not Seattle, but you got another West Coast team, so hopefully that'll do the trick. We have, of course, the big boy, the 21-22, the Cup. We have 23-24 and 24-25 SPA, 4-24-25 ClearCut, and we have 23-24 Engrained as well. Trevor is here, and he is excited with his cap lock. Hello, Hunter, as well. And right off the hop, some people ask me, hey, why didn't you do a 23-24 Cup instead of 21-22? There's a couple of reasons. The main reason was that for an extra $400, you're putting into a Bedard sweepstakes, essentially. So by me doing 21-22, it allowed me to add a 23-24 SP Authentic. So it's a little bit of the best of both worlds. The other side is that I like it when there's multiple years. There are rookies in 21-22 that are very more sought after. For example, if you have Boston, we got Jeremy Swayman in the mix. If you have the Red Wings, there's two big names there. You've got Byfield, you've got your McTavishes, etc., etc. So I just wanted to make sure that there was a little more love spread around, if you will. That way it's not so dependent on a few main teams, but at the same time, you can definitely find something decent right across the board. As you can see, people are already going through and putting numbers down. Why would they do such a thing, you may ask? Well, I will tell you why. And hello to Gaston, Julien, and Robert. Hello, hello. And Pauline by extension, I suppose. If we can get a short printed card that has your number on it, you will win a prize. How so? Well, let's say we pull a card number 7 out of 99 and somebody out there guessed number 7, they get a prize. It'll be that easy. The only catalyst to the whole thing is that you must like this feed. So you do need to hit that little like button. I'm very vain and need your attention. The real reason is it gives us quite a bit more traction. For example, we have guys in the break now from Alberta and British Columbia and that type of thing, which is absolutely phenomenal. But you guys doing that little bit of just hitting that little react button fills up my heart. It's near and dear to my soul there, if you will. So let's get going now that we've got a few people in. Bonjour Gaston, I'm happy you're able to join. Adam, Curtis, and Freggie. What do we start with? Now, you know, I kind of think SPA may be the main guy, but why don't we start off with some sort of bang? Why not go Engrained? Hey, let's talk, why not? Engrained is a multi-year product this year. 23-24 in name only. It also goes back all the way to pretty much 18-19. Box number 60 for you superstitious lot out there. Half a dozen cards per, should get at least one autograph. I think from Engrained, we'll take a dance over to SP Authentic. Maybe in between the SPA we do the ClearCut. Maybe we do the ClearCut all one after another. But we'll get rolling here with an Engrained, see what we can find inside. And Gaston, that's for you. I was told that I was leaving marks on the ceiling here in the office, which is only partially true. Partially because the marks aren't very obvious, and true because I 100% have been doing that. So I'll try to contain myself in terms of beaming it off of the ceiling. Well, sometimes I just get too excited and I just can't help it. We have a wooden block here in the back, if you will, and we have a great start right off of the hop with Sir Raymond Bourque, who is very well known around these parts around Moncton, not parts unknown, but these parts. 197 of 299 for Bourque. Bourque, one of the best defensemen to ever play the game, of course, and got that Stanley Cup right at the end with the Avs. I'll give you a little sneak peek here over the side. It looks like we have quite a few cards. Looks like 8 overall. So a little bit of a bonus, if you will. So, past Raymond. Oh, by the way, 197, the number that we're looking for, by the way. 197. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Hiding behind Ray. Another very solid rookie, the youngster Zach Benson. Easily a top 10 rookie at 23-24, in my humble opinion. Shame he's with Buffalo, but if you have the Sabres this break, you should be pretty happy about that. 217 of 399 will be the Benson rookie. Hiding behind Zach, Nikolai Ehlers, the highest scoring Dane to ever play in the NHL. And he is still just a baby in terms of his general age. That is lucky number 7. Out of 49. Surely somebody out there gets number 7. Hello to Andrew and Robert as well. It is only out of 49. So the former Halifax Moosehead, Nikolai Ehlers, super duper short print. He may now be a Hurricane, but I think most remember him as a Jet. And if you're a Jet, and behind Nick Ehlers, a gorgeous darling synthesis card with Cale Makar. Hard to see some of the shine that comes off of that, but that green is quite beautiful. It's very, very dark green, a forest green, if you will. Hello there to Hunter. All right, so I think we can tell what team that was off the hop. So let's go through this way. There's your carbon fiber auto, Tyler Clevin. Tyler Clevin. Well, Tyler Clevin. Dale, you just got here. This was the first card that we had right off the hop. I know that you would appreciate that being a Bruin fan. You know, it's an autograph. What more can I say about that? It's a rookie card signed on a carbon fiber stick. 264 is the number we're looking for. If you have Ottawa, I mean, there's far worse cards that you could get, certainly. But maybe you're not too crazily excited over that one. But it at least gets us started. We'll have Clevin there in the background. We'll get to work here. As I say, we had a couple bonus cards, for lack of a better term. Engrained is known for that. Some boxes have 7 or more. Bork here is our blanket. That's a much better Ottawa Senator card. There you go. Maybe you were a little upset with Tyler Clevin. I'd be pretty darn happy with Timmy Stu. So that is at a 50. 21. 21 of 50. Much better on the Tim Stützle. Stützle not only led the team in points last year, he did it by a lot as well. We'll take a little bit better look at that. I like the way that the marker looks on these type of Engrained cards. You know, it makes a marker, like the autograph, look a little fuzzy, for lack of a better term, but it makes it really feel like it's almost sunken in to the card, which I like quite a bit because it looks just like a beautiful auto. We'll take a quick peekaroo there at the back as per the usual, just to give that bad boy a show. The White Birch Auto. The White Birch Auto. Gotta love the names. They come up with some of that stuff. And Timmy Stu firmly up in the driver's seat. But wait, there's more. We have one more, I'll say, kind of normal style card, and then we have that wooden block. So we'll go here past Ray. So funny, Trevor just had the Senator box. No kidding. Wow. Out of 50, the best defenseman on the Ottawa Senators is Jake Sanderson. Who in the world has Ottawa? That is ridiculous. Number 8, Hunter B. Hunter B. Congratulations there, my friend. That's ridiculous right off the hop. Never mind the Tyler Clevin. You've won. You've won the break. That's it. You got your money back and then some. So now kick up your feet and enjoy the rest. We'll see what we can find. Quite crazy. 2 White Birch autos. The like I say, out of 50s. Again, same idea. Bit of better look. Hopefully a bit of better look. There we go. 1 year removed from his rookie, a sophomore card for Sanderson. And, wow. Perfect pairing, too. Both in their white jerseys, and they look, they connect quite well. They're right beside each other. Look at that. Looks like a puzzle is meant to be honest with you. That's pretty darn cool. Congrats, Hunter. Well, but wait, there's more. We'll see what this wood block card is, and kaboom! That is awesome. Jean Rattel. A New York Ranger hit, carved in time. Very thick. Those are, I'd say, probably at least a 180. Might get a 130 out of there. Probably a 180. A blast from the past from Jean Rattel. A classy player. A classy player who was awarded the Lady Byng Trophy twice, 71-72, 75-76. Rattel led the Rangers in points in 71-72 when he compiled 109, including 46 goals for the Rags. So there you go, New York Rangers. That goes to John Pat. Johnny, you know who you are. Not Johnny W, but John Pat. So there you go. Quite the recovery after the Tyler Clevin. I got a little worried after after that was the first one, but that was gosh darn it, that was a good box of Engrained. That was very, very nice. I mean, I'm going to say it's a shame that it was all one team, but if you ask Hunter, he ain't going to say that, as he shouldn't. But there we go. So why don't we now take a dive over to SPA. We'll start with the 24-25 because there's only one 23-24 product left after Engrained. So with the ClearCut being 24-25, you potentially have a shot at that as well. Let's see if we can find Macklin. 10 packs, 9 cards per, 2 autographs on average. Sometimes you will find 3. Should be at least 1 Future Watch per as well. And yes, Hunter, my friend, you are making out like gangbusters. 2 beautiful short print out of 50 autos, hard signed for both Sanderson and Stutzla. And again, not to rag on poor Tyler Clevin. There, we'll let him show his face. There's a nice little bonus card there for you too. That was the Hunter box. Maybe we should start doing that. Maybe we'll let the break go a little bit later. You guys can send DMTs and I'll open boxes right for you. That way you can always get whatever you need. Mary. That's for you. Not for Mark. Don't give it to Mark. It's for you. All right, 24-25. Then Cut Van Zank. Lane Hudson. Great start. Mishkov. Celebrini. Obviously, a ton of solid 24-25 rookies, including your Stankovens and your Gautiers and that type of thing. But we'll see what we can find here. Thomas Novak, Matt Boldy, and Roman Josi. First card behind is going to be a short print, non-auto for Logan Morrison out of $3.99, $2.56. Trevor Mary does not have Seattle. She has another Pacific team, the Vancouver Canucks, ironically enough. She's just sticking with the West Coast teams, I guess. Behind Logan Morrison is Luca Del Bel Belluz, the last man to score on math. The legend, Luca Del Bel Belluz. And you get 1 red pageantry per. Charlie Lindgren is going to be the name here with Washington. And behind that, not signed, but a rookie card for Will Smith, so it does get San Jose on the board. Jack Hughes and Sasha Barkov are the base to finish that off. Gonna need a target on the wall, see how your box throwing accuracy is. Oh, Hunter, come on. Hunter, I could hit a caterpillar from a mile away with an orange. Those are probably words that were never put together in a sentence in the history of time. I could hit a caterpillar from a mile away with an orange. The grade 8, Kevin Korchinski, sophomore, and former Moncton Wildcat Jacob Pelletier. Another short print. This time it's Brandon Scanlon with the New York Rangers. Yet again, number 80 of 399. If you have number 80 and have liked this feed, congratulations, you have won a prize. Behind Scanlon, freshman focus with Kyle McLean with the other New York team, the Isle, and Andrei Svechnikov is your limited red. Kevin Hayes, Kent Johnson, and Peter Mrazek are the base. Pack numero 3. Bedsy, second year card for Conor Bedard. The Swayman and Nikita Kucherov behind the Cooch. It is a bounty card for Chris Letang, the Spectrum FX. The way that they work, there is a code on the back. Once you collect them all, you can scratch off the codes and go to the Upper Deck website and redeem them for a prize. Your prize may not be as good as what you get here at D&M Sports by guessing the right number, but it is a prize nonetheless. Best rule of thumb, if you have no intent on doing the bounty, leave it unscratched. People would prefer just to have it that way. The Breadman is here with some maximum performance, and Daniel Misiul, an unsigned rookie with the Devils. Marchenko, Jared McCann, and another sophomore card, this time for Leo Carlson, are your base. Let me know if you guys want the ClearCut. I think we should do the ClearCut one after another. It's always a little bit funner that way. But let me know if you want to do the ClearCut or if you want to do the other SP Authentic first after this box. Borkstrand, Neon Leon, and Mason McTavish, who just signed his big deal. And on the board is the Quack Attack, the Anaheim Ducks, with Troy Terry. Troy Terry, one of the more underappreciated players in the league. I like his auto because it reminds me of Tom Brady. I don't know where that little extra kind of loop comes in after the fact, but it is nice nonetheless. Number 15, that goes to Chris J., who I secretly hope is Chris Jericho, but I know it's not. Gets on the board with a hard-signed Sign of the Times autograph. Autograph rollout. Gavin Brindley with some freshman focus here with Columbus, and Chris Letang, a limited red. Pedersen, everyone's favorite televangelist, Luke Evangelista, and John Carlson. That is one vote for SP Authentic to be the next box ripped, and then we'll go into ClearCut and then the cup. Even though it's a bigger break, it will not be a longer one. That should be for sure. Nico Heischer. We got Connor Hellebuck and Kopi. Behind that is your future watch for Utah, Maverick Lamoureux, the defenseman with the Utah Mammoth. And I mean, Dale, you may not have been able to pull off a trade, but you do have a hard-signed future watch coming your way. And it's always a good day for that type of thing. I know a few guys who go out of their way to collect future watches. But let's all take a moment and criticize that autograph. What? And then you smudge it at the end? What are you doing, Maverick? Get your life together. A little, like, half M that looks like a seagull that a 5-year-old would draw in the sky. And a couple long lines. A little disappointing on the effort there, Maverick. Some points off for that. But nonetheless, we'll put you back there. Maybe we'll move Stu ever so slightly. He flatlined. Yeah, Quinnigan and Philip Hornick is collaborating with the Nucks, and Adam Klepka is your rookie. DeBrincat, Connor, and the Otter. Connor and the Otter. That sounds like a buddy cop sitcom right there. Tonight on a very special episode of Connor and the Otter, Brock Nelson, Devin Taves, and Sid the Not So Kid. A third autograph. Very, very nice. Matthew Coronado, a sophomore card for him. Calgary is always one of those kind of tougher teams. They always finish in that kind of halfway point, right? They always draft like outside of the top 10. But Coronado, a beautiful autograph, and that goes to Scott Carson. So we had a trifecta of autos out of this box. Luca Del Bel Blues and Nate Mack is your limited red. Zegras, Rust, and Jake Neighbors are your base. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs left to roll. Highly unlikely we're going to find any more ink. So maybe we'll pick up the pace here a little bit. Johnston, Shen, and Ilya Sorokin. We have a maximum performance, including the Thrill. Josh Norris getting some pageantry. And everyone's favorite name of 2024, Shakir Mukhamadullin. Adam Fantilli, Timmy Stu, and Mo Sai are the base. Matt has a ton of potential, Trevor. I think Coronado is quite good myself. If I had Calgary and I came into that and I got a hard-signed Coronado auto, I'm pretty happy. JT, McJesus, and Pasta collaborating together as a green non-numbered parallel between McJesus and Neon Leon. Roman Yossi getting some pageantry. And downtown Dale Trade's favorite player in the whole wide world. It's Chewy. Getting some limited red action. Svechnikov, Chris Letang, and Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon, are the base. 2 more packs to roll. And then we'll take a dive over to the 23-24 SP Authentic. Did you get our trade I sent in? Nope, I did not. Darlene, Coronado, and Montembeau. The Thrill, maximum performance. Timu Solani. If Jake's out there, he'll be pretty fired up to see his boy Timu, the Finnish Flash. Gotta love when the legends are getting some love. So beautiful pageantry there for Anaheim. And Georgie. Hey there, Georgie. Romanov is your future watch. Chewy with Byfield and Charlie Lindgren. Dale, no, I did not get any trade. I'm going to say not before the deadline at the least. If you did have a trade that was set up with another person, you guys will essentially have to go through the honesty rule. So that would basically be the 2 or 3 or whoever many of you guys both let me know post-break that you want to switch or whatever else with your cards. So Matt traded me LA for Arizona, and I traded LA to Scott for Boston. So again, I'll talk to you post-break. I'll make sure everybody's on the same page. I know, Matt, you got back to me like 10-2, like 10-2 kind of thing. We're going to do the break like normal, and everyone's got the same teams that was already drafted. And if you guys want to try to do it in before, then we'll up. The trade deadline's at 1:55 p.m., Dale. I mean, come on. I'm a busy man. You want me here right for 2. Here I am authenticating Walter Gretzky autographs before I come into the end of the break. I'm sure it'll be fine, Dale. If you and Matt and Scott are on the same page, I'm sure it'll be fun. Okay. The Rat, Clayton Keller, and Shesterkin on our final pass. Brandon Scanlon, freshman focus, gets a rookie for the Rangers. The grade 8, getting some pageantry. And Quentin Byfield with a limited red. Matty Beniers, D-Lark, and the Nuge are your base. And just like that, my friends, that's 24-25 Spa. Now, another trip to the Spa. This time we're going back in time to the 23-24. Box number 22 for you superstitious lot out there. We'll see what we can find here this way. Exact same breakdown. 10 cards, or 10 packs, 9 cards, 2 if not 3 autos, 1 future watch, the whole rigg'em. See if we can find yet another one. And Brad Clare, I don't know if he's in the break here right now. He will watch it at some point. He let me know that his Connor Bedard is now slabbed and ready to be picked up. You may remember Brad won one, I guess it's winning in a break, won the Connor Bedard Future Watch out of here. And I had suggested he go a grade and an auto grade, so he did exactly that. And he'll find out that grade hopefully by next week, which is going to be pretty exciting. In the meantime, I don't know who else is there out there. Matt! That's for you, Matt McDonald. Da-da-da, da-da-da. All right. See what we got here. Pabby Line with Columbia. Braden Point. Matthias Michelli. We got Michael Kesslering. A pageantry with Connor Dewar. And Kirill the Thrill getting some limited red. It's a good day for Florida because you get a few. This beautiful son of a Panther. Chewy, Matthew Tkachuk. Kyle Connor and JT are the base cards bringing up the rear. The beat goes on. Get out of here. We got Zook, Jiricek, and McJesus collaborating together as Patrick Laine and Adam Fantilli with a blue, a red pageantry for Simon Edvinsson, which is a sophomore card for him, I want to say. I don't think he's a rookie. He might be a sophomore. Elliot Desnoyers. Not as good as his Wildcat brother, but we'll take it. Panther namer, Jonathan Marchessault, Bo Horvat, and the workhorse from Whitehorse, Dylan Cousins. Dylan Cousins. You are correct, Hunter. It is the wrong Connor. We will find the proper Connor. I know it. I feel it. I can smell it. Nope, that's just my sinuses. Matty Beniers, Torrey Krug, and AM34. Freshman focus with Ridley Grieg. We have another pageantry card with Ilya Sorokin. Once again, same gimmick as before, the little scratch off. And Damon Hunt with an unsigned red future watch. Thank goodness it's unsigned. Chandler Steverson, James Hetfield's favorite player in the whole wide world. Noah Capes. And we got Bowen Byram as well. Bowen Byram. We got Matchbox 20, Joel Eriksson-Ek, and Nikolai Ehlers. Another unsigned future watch, one of the bounty ones for Vincent Desjardins all over again. We'll get a little bit of focus here on old Vinny Day. Behind that, Evolve with Tage Thompson. Same type of idea. Those type of cards are usually raffled off between St. Louis and Buffalo. Buffalo belongs to Trevor. St. Louis belongs to Vince. Vince, I know, typically does not watch live, but Trevor, if you don't care about this card, I'll just give it to Vince, and if you do, I will do the raffle post-break, and we'll figure out who wins it between the two of us. We got Stammer with the limited red, and then UC Saros, Mitchie Marner, and Brendan Gallagher is your base. I got 17 million thoughts for Kirill's contract, Dale. I don't get it. McDavid must be so happy. How could he not? I get it. You can't just let, Kaprizov walk for nothing. Ship it to Vince. I appreciate you, Trevor. So I will make sure that gets to Vince. He will enjoy that one. Obviously, if it was, a numbered card or anything else, you know what I mean? We would definitely kind of raffle it between the two. But for an insert of Tage Thompson, I didn't really think that you cared all that much. But Tristan Jarry, Pintendo with Shane, and Matty Barzal. Wyatt Kaiser, some freshman focus. Hakito Haros, which is not racist, just how you pronounce his name. And that is only 2. So we got Kadri, Sasha Barkov, and Pasta bringing up the rear. Don't panic. Most of these 23-24 boxes I have, for whatever reason, have one pack with 2 inserts and one with 4. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's Caprizo's so tough. They got a good team, right? Gustafson, Faber, Boldy, Rossi. They got a lot of good pieces. 17, though. It's just 17. I get the Caps going up. I understand, but like, how much better is he than in his prime, kind of like Panarin, right? Like, I don't know. If you're Minnesota, I guess you had no choice. That or he just leaves and you're like, oh great, now we got nobody, but it is what it is. Evgeny Kuznetsov, I didn't sniff. Igor Shesterkin and Halifax second favorite Sunday the McKinnon. We have Matt Zuccarello. Same idea there. Rangers, Stars, and Wild. So we'll find out who owns all three of those teams and we'll raffle that off at the end. Plop that over there. We have Arnaud Durando getting some rookie pageantry and Zach Benson getting a rookie unsigned future watch. That would have been great if he would have had that. Svechnikov, Teravainen, and Rhino are the base. Hunter Precious. So if I remember right, you are actually Johnny. If correct me if I'm wrong, Hunter Johnny Precious Wilson. The team selection was done in a video just before this feed. And if you are indeed Johnny, and I am correct, you, my friend, have the Toronto Maple Leafs. How about that? So nothing huge out of the Leafs yet, but obviously we've got some big bangs coming up potentially. But Johnny Wilson, you have the Toronto Maple Leafs, number 20 equal number 20. So no need to go back and rewatch the vid. Couple Panthers on the back of these. Lil Gouda, McTavish, Kirby Duck. Vince said you can raffle. There is a nice one there. The green parallel for Jonathan Marchessault. Funny how they have him with Columbus, Tampa, and Vegas, even though before he was right in between Tampa and Vegas, he was a Florida Panther. A little rude that they left them off. We'll figure that out after. Mikko Rantanen, don't look Colorado fans. And Matt Boldy, the limited red. Kopi, Yossi, and Lundy are the base. 1, 2, 3 to go. Still no autos, but we have had boxes before where both autos have been in the same pack. Perfetti, Bradles, and the Nuge. There's another law firm. Perfetti, Bradles, and the Nuge. Adam Ginning, some freshman focus. Oh, there you go. Roger Vachon getting some pageantry. Let's take a little bit more of a look there at the old mask. Look at that. That is ultra cool. And like I say, as far as I'm concerned right now, Scott and Dale and Matt, you got the teams you got. I'll talk to you post-break, and if you all still want to go through and do your trade, if you're all assume it's already done and you all want to go by the honesty rule, then that's perfectly fine. Then it'll be Scott's card, but for right now, I'm not getting into that. We'll figure it out after the fact. But Roger Vachon, beautiful pageantry card there. Billy Sweezy, it's me, Billy Sweezy. Unsigned red. Sorokin, Troy Terry, and Jordan Kyrou. 1-2 cards left. Still no autograph. Norris, Suzuki, and Laffy. Collaborating together is Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes. You have an unsigned blue Future Watch, numbered out of 399. Number 242 is the number that we're looking for. 242 of 399 for Let the Levy Break Miralainen. Limited red with Alex Tuck, Medicated Wipes, and Kevin Fiala, Nico Heischer, and Jack Eichel are the base. And we got one last chance for romance. If we don't get our autos out of here, we'll have to send off to Upper Deck and see what we can do. With any luck, there are 2 inked cards in this one pack, which I, again, have seen often enough, but we'll find out. Markstrom, Sid the Not So Kid, and the Rat. Pageantry with Adam Fox. Freshman focus the Coronado. Oh no, Evangelista, Meyer, Quick, and Rantanen. We got skunked. That's garbage. That's stupid. We didn't get one auto out of that whole thing. Well, so that will include me sending a email to Upper Deck to put in a claim. The way that this will work, so typically I will have to contact UD, let them know, hey, you had a box that you skunked us on. They will typically, at least they have in the past, send you 2 cards or send you some ink. Unfortunately for them, even if I were to send them this video or not, there's no way for them to prove that I'm not, you know, pulling their chain a little bit. So between you and me, a lot of the time, the autos you get back aren't really the big boys, right? Like, it's not like you get into a raffle for Bedard or Fantilli or whatever. But we will go backwards once we receive the cards. We'll try to figure out who had what team, that type of thing, and match it up. But that sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Obviously, I can't control what's in the packs here for sure, but that's a bummer and a half, without a doubt. But we must persist. So we'll have to take a branch here over to ClearCut. We'll see what can be done. I'll save your team lists. Unfortunately, this usually takes weeks at the earliest. It's not just like they send it out to me and I have them by Tuesday. So it typically will take some time. But if we do get some ink, I'll keep you posted throughout the breaks. And we'll get whatever ink is deserved to you guys out to their rightful owner. So, like I said, I'll keep you posted. Now, we must persist. There's not much more choice. So, let us move on. And we'll go over to the ClearCut side. Oh, I appreciate that, Gaston. And yeah, I feel your guys' pain too. I agree. Boo and ouch and the whole rigging. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Unfortunately, what usually happens is that there's a box out there with 4 autographs. We have done breaks before where we have had an SP Authentic box with not 1, 2, 3, or 4, but 5 autographs in the same box. No one complained back then. You know what I mean? So, like, it does happen. Sometimes they just don't come out of the hopper the proper way. Again, there is a box out there that has 4. They make the proper amount of autos. But once again, we'll see if we can get a little bit of redemption when I contact them, and we'll see what they give us. All right, so like I said, back to work. We'll go into the ClearCut side. I have box number 23, 30, 82, and 90. 82 being Jake's favorite number, which is why I picked it just for him. We'll have to throw at least a couple more of these card stands here, I would have to imagine. But let's see what we can do. We'll trip to ClearCut. 24-25 is the year. Bloop. Bloop. All right. Tell me one auto from each team, from each of the 32 teams. You got it. I'm sure that's how it works, Dale. All right. Let's get a little bit of the old focus action here. Off we go. Box number 23. Good luck, everyone. Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky. Gold upper deck here at the top. Ooh, that's pretty freaking awesome. An unsung hero of the 90s and early 2000s, Sergei Zubov. Zubov was easily, without me even thinking, a top 10 defenseman at that time. You think of guys like Rob Blake or those type of ilk, for lack of a better term. But Sergei Zubov, a gorgeous auto, out of 65 as well, which is obviously quite shorter printed there when it comes to the ClearCut side. Dallas goes to Trevor. So Trevor B. There's only one Trevor in our heart, in our break. Beautiful, beautiful auto. I adore that. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm talking. Yeah, Mark, top 5? I won't argue on that, for sure. Absolutely. You gotta love, again, I'm such a sucker for the veterans, but you gotta love when they get that, well, get that attention, right? When they're looked at in that kind of higher regard, if you will. Let's see here. Sorry, Maverick. Get your flatline autograph out of here. Bloop. All right. Well, 1 for 1, as far as I'm concerned. The beat goes on. Actually, let's move Tim Stew over just a little bit so we can see that at a 65. There we go. All right. Number 2. Box number 30. Super cool. Sergei Zubov. The classic star logo too, right? Like, everything about that just screams that 90s. All right, box number 30. Here we go again. Get our focus on. Get your focus on. Let's squeak our way down to another one. See what we got. 15 on the white bucket. Going to Vegas. And it's Brendan Bryson. Well, Trevor, you predicted 3 out of 4. So far, so good. So, Brendan Bryson, the Ice Gallery. I believe that is a rookie for Bryson. I think we pulled some of his rookie stuff that already came out of previous product. That goes to Scott, not Scott C, but Scott F. So Scott F. I love the card, to be honest with you. I love that is a perfect type of card for ClearCut. The Ice Gallery obviously is see-through as per the ClearCut gimmick. Not too shabby. At least that's an autograph, right? We can build off that. It's an auto. Unlike the flatline auto. So there you go. Nice puck card breakers. I see. Are you tagging other people in my break, Fredgie? I kid. Tag everyone. Tag them all. I don't care. All right. 82. Hopefully Jake is out there watching. This is his favorite number. The number he always picks. So for better or for worse, you can blame or thank or whatever Jake for this one here. So ClearCut box number 3, box number 82. Box number 82. Ooh, so close, so close. Saw some teal up in the helmet, and we know we're 24-25. Colin Graff. Colin Graff. Sounds like a medical procedure. I got to go in and get a Colin Graff tomorrow. It sucks. I got to fast. Same idea. At least he put some time into his autograph. We'll work with that. It is a rookie card hit for San Jose. Maybe not the big boy name you're looking for, but it goes to Mario. Mario C likes to keep it clean. And there you go. Colin Graff. Colin Graff. Since Clevin is kind of getting eaten up, let's put Graff back there like that. We'll move Clevin over to here. And then there was one. ClearCut. Box number 90. Hopefully we can end this one on a strong Sergei Zubov style name as well. Bloop. Let's see here. Alrighty. Let's make sure we get our focus here. Here we go. Get your focus on. Last one. Hoping it was going to be stank. The vintage autos are the ones that replaced the champs autos that people absolutely detested. I think people will appreciate the vintage a bit more, just being right out of his way to say vintage. Bork is not the worst name that I could have possibly pulled. I'm going to tell you that for sure. As we try to get so much reflection here. Hard to get a proper focus look. So all it wants to do is show me off of that beautiful palm tree there in the background. But Maverick Bork. Bork. Swedish chef's favorite player. Maverick Bork. Maverick Bork. So, yeah. 1 out of 4 ain't bad. Call it 2 out of 4. I shouldn't bash Maverick Bork too hard. Bork does have the potential, and there is some more time, I'll say. Let's lower the cam here again. There is some more time for him to playing time, that is, now that Stankoven is gone. But you never know what's going to happen with Bork. At least 2 autos out of the ClearCut. Again, the Sergei Zubov, the ClearCut favorite. See what I did there? And now, that's what you've all been waiting for. The coupe. For the cup, if we do find a redemption, the redemptions are good until November, so you do have plenty of time to get your redemption in. We're going to just go right through, cut her open. I'm going to do it over here. You can watch me on my side cam just because I want to have a little bit of room to be able to do it. I think we all know the gimmick of the cup, right? It's as big as it gets. That's it. The buck stops with the cup. If anybody out there wants the tin, the empty tin of the cup, usually we raffle it off. But if there's somebody who really wants it real bad, maybe we just give it to them. We'll maybe figure that out. That would be the actual tin itself. Oh. Let's just lay that down. So again, if anybody wants a tin, if not, maybe we'll just raffle it. We are giving, you know what, let's do it this way. We're giving away 5 D&M Sports hats post-break. There will only be 1 hat per person, so the way it'll work, whoever's in the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spot will win a hat. If, for example, Trevor, let's say you're number 2 and 5, you'll get 1 hat instead of having 2. We'll work it out. We'll pick a random number, and we'll say maybe, number 16 in honor of poor Sasha Barkov gets a cup or something. We'll figure it out. All right, so it's a box in a tin in a box. And more or less another box. So as soon as I lift the lid, you're going to see your first card is going to be your base card. All base cards are numbered out of 249. Nico Hischier. So you get the New Jersey Devil captain on the board. Let's see if we can free it from its cardboard cage here. Come on, you. There we go. Alrighty. We got something weird in a good way. I wonder, is that maybe not, huh? One card that seems to be maybe not. I was going to say maybe much wider than the rest, but hard to say. So I guess off we go with Monsieur Nico. We'll just grab a random one here. Actually, you know what? Scott Carson, you love this guy. Jonathan Quick will be our base card, so that'll act as our blanket. I don't like playing around with cards at the cup anymore than I need to. So Nico Hischier's your first base. Now, pretty much here we go, folks. 5 cards left with the literally unlimited potential as to what we could potentially find. So, allons-y, Alonso. There is going to be your rookie auto patch. So we have an RPA on the way. Once again, I lost my focus for whatever reason. Let's get that back. There we go. Boom. So there you go. Rookie auto patch. Auto patch. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, that's about as perfect as a patch as you're possibly going to find. That's filthy. That is absolutely amazing. Another amazing hit for Chris on the back of his Troy Terry auto. Are you kidding? That is just phenomenal. Never mind the colors, but just that patch itself is just stunning. A little bit of a closer look there, just for the fun of it. You get that silver right above the eyes there. Conrad, are you in store? Are you in store and chirping me? Wow. White, black, gold, orange, silver. Five color without a doubt, for sure. He may now be a flyer, but if you have the Ducks, he's coming home to you. What an amazing pull. There you go. So if you have Anaheim, as mentioned, Chris does, I'd hope that you're pretty happy about that. Stunning. Stunning, darling. I don't know. Let's move you, I guess. Put you there. Let's move Tim there. Coronado here. And get the patch in frame. There we go. Excellent. All right. So, the beat goes on. Let's see here. Number 10 with a black lid. Not the biggest name, but an absolutely beautiful card for sure. Once again, we'll take a look at that gorgeous triple color. There you go. Out of 99, it is number 91 of 99. Who's got jersey? Who's got jersey? Jersey. Number 7, Fredgy. There you go, Fredge. That is quite nice, without a doubt. 3-color, game use, hard sign, signature materials, short print, out of the cup, all across right the board. So, very, very nice on that end. Let's move Coronado over, and we'll give those colors its proper due. Back to work behind Johnny Quick. White lid 54 TD. Going to Boston. I don't want to screw the deal. I think I know who this one is, Dale. I don't know how happy you're going to be. Yeah. Jacka Khan, save me Jacka Khan. Jack Aiken. Number 4. There's your prize, Dale. So, number 4, Bobby Orr out of 36. Super duper short print. And again, if you 3 work out your whatever trade that you're doing, then that's coming home with whoever the hell has Boston, and by the time we're done. But 4 of 36. Matt, Scott, and Dale, if you could all post-break tell me that yes, the trade is done and that you want it to go through, if you haven't already, that would be appreciated. Dale, I don't think I need to hear from you. I think you've already made it clear that you wanted that trade to go through, but we just want to make sure everybody is covered when it's not official. So 4 of 34. How about that? A nice rookie autograph out of the cup for Jack Akon. Is it Akon or Aiken? I've always called him Aiken for whatever reason. It's probably Akon, right? Akon! Yeah, it's peeking out the back. It's somewhere. 2 cards left, amigos. And this was the one that was a little bit weirder. Now it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Rookie masterpieces. Typically an Ars. Ooh, black printing plate. Printing plates are 101. Aiken. Alright. We've had him following us around. So another 101 Seth Jarvis coming out of the D&M Sport Breaks. Rookie masterpieces, the black printing plate. Once again, that is a 1 of 1. Carolina. Number 9, Alex. Alex R. You have Carolina. So there you go. From 21-22, authentic rookies. Same plate that would have been used. We have pulled a few Seth Jarvis 101 cards. And of course, that being a 21-22, it's a rookie. And it's quite nice because you can tell the background of it. So it says authentic rookies. This would have been out of, I believe, SP Game Used or SPX, one of the two. But you can see at the top the authentic kind of getting cut off a little bit. When you see the design, you can maybe be like, yeah, I've seen those cards before. But there you go. Like I say, a nice 101 printing plate. Sorry, Brendan Bryson, you're going to get bumped over here. Seth Jarvis. Seth Jarvis. All right. Well, and then there was one. Yes, so Mark, you have one. Somebody else said one, I think. Hold on here. Prize. Dale. Mark. The prize list thus far. Also, very quickly, we are filling up for next week's break. We are doing 3 of the brand new Ultimate that is going to be coming out on Wednesday, the 24-25 Ultimate. We get some other goodies in there as well. I believe we're doing SBA, maybe another Engrained, that type of stuff. But if you want to get in on that, we're already about halfway full, so just send us a message. Okay. Here we go. It's the final card now. Horizontal, looks like one of the show. They can be auto, they cannot be 40. Ooh, man, oh man, why couldn't that have had an auto? Heck of a good way to finish, though. Somebody out there was looking for a Pittsburgh card. We finally drew one. That's Julien. 48 of 49, one number off of the bookend. And a stunning piece. the show featuring Sidney Crosby. Gaston, you said 1. I'll put you down as well. So next time you're in the store, Gaston, remind me you have a prize, and I'll hook you up. There you go. 48 of 49. They make beautiful pieces. We have a couple of these in the shop, like McDavid and Gretzky. They're huge canvas pieces with charcoal, autographs, that type of thing. But very, very nice card on that end. And your 3 stars of the night is going to be difficult. Your 3rd star of the night, I'm going to tie it between Sanderson and Tim Stützle. Personally, I think Stützle edges him out a little bit. 2nd star of the night, we're going with the Seth Jarvis printing plate, the 101 rookie plate. And your top star of the night, kind of hard to shy away from this one. Jamie Drysdale with the gorgeous patch. Sergei Zubov, definitely with the consideration, if you will. The patch is filthy. Like, come on. How can you beat that? You just can't. You just can't beat it. So that is it, everyone. I guess I was going to say slightly quicker break, but I guess we're right about on time. Once again, we are going to be giving away 5 very beautiful, very sharp D&M Sport hats. That will be a separate video following this feed. And I also have to work out these 2 Evolve cards and figure out where those are going to. So maybe give me 10, no more than 15 minutes. I shouldn't hold myself into a bucket, but give me around that time. Trevor and Adam and that, Gaston, Mary, you're very welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as per the usual, folks, keep your stick on the ice.